60. And now looking to follow up with hopefully not just a great performance individually, but a win this time around. The Kings hoping to stop Ian CJ from doing just that, as we're not stopping our own duo of games tonight, which began with a good one, real good one in Philadelphia. The Cavs looking for 3 straight on the road. Oh, so close for the Fightin' Beelines. We bring you center court, Casey Stern, Candace Parker, the Hall of Famer Isiah Thomas. And let's go to the final sequence because Candace, no disrespect to the three-point shooting, Embiid had 3 in the first half, but it was inside the work he did to get the bucket, and then defensively, what you see here?
Yeah, right here, Kevin Love getting a great look, diagram play, a timeout. You can't ask for a better look than that, but I mean, the Sixers down stretch really doing a good job defensively, executing, getting stops. But again, on the other end, offensively, there's not many people that are going to keep the Sixers from getting a bucket when they need to, when they have Embiid inside.
Yeah, two well-designed plays by, 2 good coaches at the end of the game. I thought Philadelphia did a good job, with the high-low action, dumping it into Embiid. Embiid got a nice, shot at the rim. And then for Cleveland, Kevin Love, he has a wide-open 3, courtesy of the shot fake.
Nice look there from our new courtside cam. Just some of the extravagance on center court.
Just a little long on the shot. 2 well-designed, well-executed plays.
The thing is, too, is I asked Coach about this, and by the way, don't want to disrespect either Long Island, my birthplace, or Tennessee. Tobias Harris 0 for 11 from 3 in this game, and the Sixers survive. But Zeke, sometimes you see teams have to almost mirror the effort of other teams. And we used to say about Memphis, the grit and grind. I know you talked about John Beeline at our pregame. Are we already starting to see the culture that he's presenting of the work and effort that the Cavaliers are putting out? Because it seemed like, tell me if I'm wrong, Philly was having to up theirs as the game went along.
Absolutely. And what you're seeing is, similar to what he did at Michigan, what he did at West Virginia. They play a very methodical style. And they don't take bad shots. They take good shots. Even though they use analytics, they don't depend on analytics. I think they come to the game saying, okay, we got a mismatch with Kevin Love down low. We're going to put it in the post, or we're going to put it in the post to Tristan Thompson. We're not going to take hurried rush shots. We're going to make you defend pick and roll. We're going to make you defend post. We're going to make you defend back screen, flare screen. So I love the way this Cleveland team is coming together offensively, but more importantly, Candace, like the patience that they're playing with on the offensive side of the ball, particularly out on the road.
And that was nicely run play, obviously, for Kevin Love, who would say, I'm sure, he and Tristan both great again tonight. Had a good look, but I want to go to possession before that because to me, there's greatness about in coaching when everybody knows X guy's getting the ball, right? And you get it to him anyway because you find a way. They misdirect. They use a little youth defensively as Sexton gets mixed up and Embiid really wide open from the Harris feed to get the biggest part of the game in the bucket.
Well, I thought it was interesting that at the end of the game right here, they bring, Embiid into this, obviously down low. He gets this possession here where it was great defense, Tristan Thompson, but on next possession, where they get the high-low, they brought Tobias Harris high and not Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
And that has been, I will say, a problem that I will say with Philly is that in the playoffs, your best player, you have to have them play off the ball.
Yeah.
Because Ben Simmons doesn't knock down free throws very well, and he's not a reliable shooter from the outside. So I think in years past, they've had Jimmy Butler that can be that guy that they throw the ball to and he goes and gets a bucket. Well, now, with everybody knowing that Embiid's going to get the ball in the paint, they're going to make it harder for him. They're not going to allow him to beat you. So in the playoffs, do you have to go to a guy like Tobias Harris to finish games and to make plays for you?
Yeah, that's going to be, one of the things as Philly continues to go down this path. Can Simmons be on the floor at the end of the game if he doesn't have the ball? What we saw, what we both recognized tonight was a defensive mistake by Cleveland, where they didn't help enough off the weak side. Embiid was able to catch it and lay it in. Simmons was on the weak side, and that defender could have slid down, but he didn't. I think when we get to the playoffs, there'll be enough attention paid to detail where that weak side defender will slide in, and Simmons will have to make play either from the perimeter or putting it on the floor. But that's definitely something to watch and look for.
And I think just add to that quickly, Zeke, Horford, who we didn't see tonight, you go to those years in Boston, we saw it even last year in the playoffs. So great when he's at the top, almost directing traffic, enabling shots and passing and flow. Well, if he's doing that, to your point, expounding on it, then where's Ben Simmons? Because now he doesn't have the ball in that spot either, and Horford is so good at that offensively.
And early on, Steve Smith and I went to the game where Philly played Atlanta, and you could see the confusion with Al Horford and Tobias Harris when Embiid's on the floor, because it seems like, Tobias likes that left block, Embiid likes that left block, Simmons likes that left block. There are a lot of guys that love the same spot. Al Horford, the same thing. So figuring out offensively, especially in the playoffs when you're scouted, where the ball needs to go and how to get those two involved, because Tobias has to be that third scorer for them to be able to be successful.
And I think, come playoff time, and I've said this before, Simmons got to become a better foul shooter. At the end of the game, in the last 2 minutes of the game, your point guard, he's got to be able to do a couple of things. He's got to be able to distribute the basketball. He's got to be able to also knock down foul shots. And if he's open, make a shot. But where you really finish off the game when you got a lead,